let's get comfy. Hi guys, what is going on? Hope you are enjoying your day. I'm here to bring some Housewives to you. All right, let's talk about this week's episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't have much to report on. This week's episode was a little boring, if you ask me. Let's start with the lunch with Lisa Rinna, Teddy, and Sutton. Teddy orders unsweetened iced tea. Does anyone else have an issue with that? I do. Never trust anyone that orders unsweetened iced tea. Just as boring as her personality. There, I said it. And Teddy is still being extremely wishy-washy with the text invite that she sent the ladies. I mean, she still really doesn't care if anyone shows up. She doesn't care what time they show up. And can someone just please tell me, what does Teddy do? Like, what does she do? Is she part of a pyramid scheme? Is she bamboozling all of us? Is she really working for It Works? I think she might be. And Sutton, she's extremely offended that Teddy is kind of just brushing it off, like, I don't give a shit if you come. And Sutton's like, well, I want you to give a shit. Like, I'm making the time and the effort to come and support you. I mean, I would be offended too. I mean, honestly, all hands on the table. I mean, all cards on the table. I would be offended and my feelings would kind of be hurt. So I'm gonna side with Sutton on this issue. But the energy between Teddy and Sutton is extremely awkward. It's so uncomfortable. And honestly, I just don't think that they're gonna be friends at all this season. Kyle's very strange dinner party. We need to discuss this. First, I love how all of the ladies showed up with the clutch that was gifted to them by Sutton. It was in the gift bag from her store opening, and all of the ladies came using the same exact clutch. Like, that is amazing. Another interesting thing, Denise's confessional where she talked about slicing her leg open and it bleeding everywhere. I have never cringed so hard in my entire life. Ugh. And we find out again, we are bringing up place cards. Sutton has an extreme anxiety over not having place cards. I find it so strange. It's borderline obnoxious. She thinks not having them is very mean girls and no one will want to sit with her. I mean, she ain't wrong. And she told Denise, apparently it's not seated, so you better run. And then Kyle had to shuffle around all of the seating because Sutton didn't like her seat. She didn't have an appropriate seat at the table, AKA she was probably gonna be seated at a corner at the end of the table with a stranger. Snooze you lose, bitch. Snooze you lose. Am I right or am I right? And she said, Kyle, this is exactly what I thought that was going to happen. I don't know where I'm supposed to sit. I'm feeling very uncomfortable. Again, snooze you lose. And then the tension between Teddy and Sutton is no joke, y'all. You can cut that with a chainsaw. Ugh. Ugh. So this whole party was a welcome home for Kyle because she has been away in North Carolina filming the Halloween remake. And since Mauricio had to look after the house and take care of the kids, the ladies teased Kyle about, you know, giving Mauricio a little something, a little sexy time. And Sutton said, this is not dinner table conversation. Loosen up, Sutton, loosen up. So this is when the dinner starts to make a turn. Lisa Rinna wants to play a dinner table game. So everyone goes around and they share what their first impressions were of the ladies and what they think now. And Lisa was so excited to play. You know she loves to stir that pot, Henny. Stir that pot, Henny. Stir it. So all the ladies went around the table and they shared first impressions and what, they think now. And a lot of them were, you're so fabulous, you're gorgeous, talented, sweet, Linda Evangelista, blah, blah, blah. And Lisa goes, we all say nice things about each other and we do it with a smile. It's the perfect game. Until we got to Sutton and she had to give her first impressions about Teddy. Y'all, the side glance that Teddy gave her, and then Sutton goes, I'm so not nice. I thought you were going to be a little boring. I'm sorry, are we supposed to be honest or not? And then she said, and then pregnant? God help us. That was a little rude. That was a little too much. I think that was a very low blow. I mean, this is not the first time that anyone has called Teddy boring. This is not a news shocker to anybody. Of course she's boring. But the pregnant thing, not cool. And then she tried to backpedal and she's like, but you're way more interesting than I thought. It's still like an underhanded compliment, like an undersided compliment, a backhanded compliment. And then the ladies, started to give Teddy crap about not really wanting to go to her event and not being excited about it and really wish they could just opt out. And that really hurt Teddy's feelings. And Teddy got really emotional and had to leave the table because she got very, upset about it because people said they didn't want to come to her event, which I get it, but I think she's also pregnant and emotional and everything, it got to be a lot. The truth of the matter is, I think Sutton has an extremely abrasive personality, and Teddy is extremely uptight and doesn't have that thick of skin, to be honest with you. And that's why she got emotional. I just think that Sutton is extremely abrasive, and those two are like water and vinegar, oil and water, however that saying goes. So Sutton did get a lot of flack for, doing the whole pregnant thing. And Sutton really doesn't have a filter. I mean, if you thought Lisa Rinna didn't have a filter, Sutton really doesn't have a filter. And now let's talk about Aaron, Denise's husband. Holy shit, guys. I think this is the whole scene that made this episode. So, one, what the hell does Aaron do for a living that causes people to follow them? All right, so he said that he lived next door growing up to a nuclear facility plant. And he watched everyone die of cancer. And then he talked about splitting an atom with sound, and it has a lot of space. And everyone's reaction while he's trying to explain what exactly he does, whew, that is hilarious. And me at the same time. They're all like, what? I'm going to say this. I think I can safely say that Aaron practices alternative medicine, electromagnetic frequencies in order to heal diseases. I have notes because I have no fucking idea what he's talking about. And if I don't go off these notes, I'm gonna botch this so badly. And y'all, I want to give you accurate information because that's what you're here for. Honey, you're here for the facts, the tea, the review. Okay, so he says that he ruptured his Achilles tendon and without surgery, it healed in 2 months. And then it gets crazier, y'all. And then he said, there is cancer in every one of us right now. Cancer happens all the time. Cancer comes in because it's protecting you from diseases your immune system could not respond to, and you would have died in 12 hours otherwise. Cancer is like your best friend that will protect you from someone that will shoot you in the head with a bullet. So let me say this, Aaron is not a doctor, so let's just take some of this stuff with a grain of salt, okay? Okay. So Denise then keeps telling him, stop talking, stop bringing it up. we're not safe. We're not safe. We're not safe. What? She's like, we're not talking about this anymore. It's for our safety. People literally follow them on the regular because of what he does for a living. He works with people and treats these like diseases, and people in the medical community look at that as a threat. So a lot of people in the medical community make a lot of money off of him treating certain diseases, symptoms, things, I'm not sure. So then Aaron looks directly at the camera and goes, she's protected. What does that mean, she's protected? What does that mean? Denise, I need some answers. You better be like bringing this up this season, because this is crazy, y'all. What does that mean, she's protected? Like, I need an explanation. Aaron, literally, we opened up Pandora's box. Aaron is a whack-a-fucking-do. Wackadoo. What is up with Denise and these crazy guys? Charlie Sheen, now Aaron. Honestly, last season, I thought Aaron was like a normal, down-to-earth dude. Guys, he's crazy. He's literally crazy. Whose side are you on? With everything that happened with Teddy and Sutton this episode, whose side are you on? Comment below, whose side are you on? Team Sutton, Team Teddy. I am gonna go with Team... You know what? I don't know. No, I do. Team Teddy. I'm gonna go with Team Teddy. She's boring as hell, but the whole pregnant comment was a low blow. Not cool, Sutton. So I'm gonna go with Team Teddy this week. Two things I want to leave you guys with, and maybe you are all feeling the same. I think Bravo made a huge mistake airing New York and Beverly Hills at the same time. New York ladies are so exciting. They are literally delivering this season. And then you bring in Beverly Hills, and it's just kind of like an unfair advantage. I think if Beverly Hills were airing on its own right now, it would be a totally different thing. But they're competing with New York, and New York is literally gold. What I think should have happened, New York should have aired by itself, and then Beverly Hills should have aired by itself. They're already delaying Potomac to like late summer, which is great. Let that air on its own so we can have new content because of this whole COVID global pandemic. Like, I don't want to run out of new Bravo content. I'm kidding. I'll watch reruns. I'm not beyond that. I'm not above that. And then this. I think that the Beverly Hills ladies, they feel like castmates. They just feel like they're forced to film together. I feel like the relationships are very forced and very fake. Comment below if you agree. I think that it's just very fake and forced. That's it for now. I'll be back next week with another review of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, How I Feel with Kyle Steven. Give this video a big thumbs up and hit that bell notification to get notified when new videos are posted. Have a great day, guys. I'll chat with you about Beverly Hills next week. Bye-bye. Boom.